something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Alright, hold on. I'm sending the link to the...
The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold.
West Coast. Like it.
What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Chillax, chillax,
Chillax.
chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, relax, relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd.
Oh, we get the ball first. That's the first.
Full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get
Who
set to
is your
battle
kicker?
with the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes
What you say, baby?
25-yard line.
Okay.
So you'll have a big black one.
Alright.
I'll have that one, and he has his, and then probably like an okay.
She said 4?
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. Cook able to escape. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They run again on first down. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You might be blitzing. I'm scared, babe.
Play fake. Cousins.
Oh, what the? Bro, that jump was freaking ridiculous. Wow.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down
That was not cool. That was a hell of a jump.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
That jump was way too unreal.
First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Give me that!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, why'd you run that way, Harrison?
Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here,
But I think it's
uncertain
an
about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
I'm so happy.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, no.
Inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
I should have been
They give
trying
him
to
14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I remember the first time I saw
I've been
Dalvin
playing
in
a
college,
different
I was
style
watching him on
where
TV,
it's like
called a
pass
scouting
first.
friend of mine and said,
And
who is this guy? He's special. And I said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
The quarterback, just let me in the end zone, man. I worked so hard.
Hard to find space. And now you're looking at third and goal.
Oh no!
Third and goal.
Someone outside, man. I'll take 3 though. I'll take 3.
2, and it brings up fourth.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him.
Oh yeah. I'll take 3. I'll take 3.
He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away.
Why can't I tackle him?
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds.
No.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And
No.
and
I couldn't make my adjustments.
But not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion.
Who's
so
that,
that
Mama?
sets up second
Hey,
and
Mom.
6.
I'm okay. How you doing?
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Got him.
I'm
okay.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Yes, the whole entire bit.
There's absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Allen going to throw. The left side completion.
Come on, Griffin.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage.
What
the
you
drag
cooking?
route can be effective when it's run well.
First trip to the red
What are
zone
you
for the
cooking, Mom?
Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yeah.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle.
Hello?
Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Dad.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yeah, I'm just playing the Madden game at the moment, but we can after.
The ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that
Before
league.
12? Okay, give me about 45
Now you get to
minutes.
sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's
Okay,
fun,
Dad.
isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there.
I'll be pulling Dad. Is Dad laying beside you?
No.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
I'll be pulling Dad. Now I'll just be hanging up.
2nd and 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon
So he
Gordon.
does it bad
Second
now.
quarter
He just
about to
hangs
get
up. He doesn't say bye. Thomas said he just does what Dad does now. He just hangs up the phone. He doesn't tell you bye.
She did the same thing.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
One of
Hello?
my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support
Yes.
the run game, as we just saw there, that's key.
Are you
but also
serious?
can cover deep as well.
Okay.
Now from the 7, here's
Okay.
2nd and goal.
Yeah, I put him in the box yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, you're welcome. Listen, lost the keys.
Now Allen.
Listen.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Should have been a pick.
5
Should have been a
yards that
pick,
time
man.
on the completion.
Because she's working
Third
this
and goal.
weekend.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
The
you
moving
get a
team.
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
And that is
Wow, what a
caught.
catch.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Call Kenny to come cut some new keys.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Probably
His
changed a lot
second
because the lock's
touchdown
destroyed
of the
now.
season. And the Bills are in for 6.
How come she told you that?
So it goes
'Cause I'm the
for
one that's
rookie
responsible for
quarterback.
cutting
He had
keys.
the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Oh, why'd you
And he'll
cut
be
her?
brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
We're going. Let's go.
To throw is Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ringo. Two.
Working out of the gun, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him. And you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
A give to McCoy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Liz, 50. Here we go.
Second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. He sets the fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Line out. Hey, alert 3. It's a hot.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A very solid gain of 27.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the Bills getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And that'll be incomplete.
Bruh, this game is on your side. How is that pass interference? The ball hit me. The ball hit me. Ugh.
first and 10. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This give is to McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 right at the 40. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're shoving his way inside the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game.
Here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills on third down. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make it 17-13. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. He gets away from one. Shrugs off another. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Out of his end zone, Cousins has got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Wide. Yellow. He's in there. Yellow.
Play fake. Cousins. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out come the Bills. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And now they'll throw with Allen. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. And some room to roam now. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Crowell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go to this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Kirk Cousins with 4 game-winning drives as a member of the Redskins a year ago. He's got a 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Gun! Ringo!
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And they got the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Uses the spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.